Hey everyone, Chris here for Thomann Guitars and Basses, and today I'm not here with Guillaume. My dear friend Andy is on my side. First of all, it's nice to jam finally on camera as well, not just off camera.
Yeah.
But also, Andy has a history here at Thomann. He is now one of our audio engineers, but also, obviously, a guitar player. But also, you did something else before that. Why didn't you enlighten us?
Yeah. So I'm in the industry for more than 20 years now, and at Thomann I was long times in sales in guitars, especially concentrated on custom shop instruments of all brands. And one led to the another, coming into purchasing guitars, selecting guitars, selecting woods. And as a salesman, you know best what your customers want.
Yeah.
You try to decide what to get, the right things for your customers.
So the main thing is that you started in sales and then went on the other side, purchasing instruments from the brands, ordering instruments, custom built instruments, usually custom shops, all the brands, whatever you know that they have high-end instruments and Thomann sells them, there's a very big chance that it was Andy or one of our other very few people who do this at Thomann. This is a selected group of people who have a lot of experience, of course, because there's a lot of responsibility, a lot of things that you can do without any idea, and then it's just not gonna work, because those people who want these instruments know exactly what they want. They're usually not like oh, that's a cool color, I take it. It's like, no, I want that bodywood, I want this fret size, I want those neck shapes, and I like my pickups this and that way. These are these customers, right? Usually.
Yeah. And it's a big transition from being in sales for many years, and a transition time doing like purchasing. So it's a bit of both worlds. And then you get an idea what people want.
That's the thing with custom shops, and today we're talking about the Fender custom shop options, those two ranges that you can get. One is the Teambuilt and the other is the Masterbuilt. There are differences, but there are also similarities in these two. So what we want to talk about is, for example, who would be better off going for this or that, and what are the things that are definitely different. Like, what are options that you cannot have with a Teambuilt instrument? You can only get it if you get a Masterbuilt. And what are the pros and cons, and those little details. We are holding two strats. That's a Teambuilt. This is a Masterbuilt. They have different finishes, but other than that, it's hard to tell from a distance, especially, what makes a Masterbuilt a Masterbuilt. So before we even get there, because we are too deep in this whole rabbit hole, for those who are not 100% clear on like how this whole thing works, there's the Fender US production, the Corona-made guitars, the professionals, the this and that, and there's the American vintage range of guitars, the Vintage 2, which are your non-custom shop vintage spec guitars. If you want to go even more high-end, that's where you enter the custom shop production, and that's where you get first the Teambuilt guitars, which is not built by a specific person, but as the name says, it's a team that are specialized in certain processes of making a guitar. There's a neck team, there's a body team, there's a pickup team, and they will make those parts, build them together, and that is what is called a Teambuilt. And then if you want the crème de la crème, that is the Masterbuilt, which is made by a single person to the most part. Of course, he will not stand there in the rough mill and,
cutting the wood,
cut wood-shaped thingies, but this is gonna be the one person in charge of the whole building process, which is going to be the more like single luthier building a guitar kind of experience, which is of course also going to be the longest waiting time, I guess, but most certainly the most pricey option. So that's like an overview. Now, what are the options for a Teambuilt? Can you, like, I don't know, just give a very simple answer to that? Is that even possible?
So in the Teambuilt is like the production line within the custom shop.
Okay.
So you have, as you said, you have a team making bodies, you have a team making necks, you have a team making electronics. They put it all together. So if you have like standard when it comes to body routing, if you have a specification who comes up from the standard, like having a humbucker routing in the middle position for a strat, doesn't fit the production line.
Okay, gotcha.
So
that's not gonna be
making bodies, and taking care of this one. So they take extra care. They take it very individual. But there is, of course, one step above, and that would be Masterbuilt. Having a twisted pickup who
like a Hendrix style reverse tilt. Okay.
Who interferes with the regular routing. There you go.
Masterbuilt. Gotcha. Okay.
Having a tele pickup for us, filling the spec sheet, a tele pickup in the bridge like you have in yours.
Yeah.
It's like,
it's not a big difference, is it?
Deal, but here you had to drill.
I had to reroute the guitar. Yeah, I know it's a big deal.
That's what it is. Having a Floyd Rose on the guitar.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a different line in the production, and it's not the everyday thing. So it's Masterbuilt.
So, is it fair to say that vintage spec, normal spec P basses, jazz basses, strats, jazz masters, tellies, those are options for a Teambuilt?
Absolutely.
Like finishes that are vintage correct, pickup types, neck shapes, all those things that are going to be Teambuilt.
If you say you want to have a Jazz Master, 63 Jazz Master in whatever.
Two-tone burst and gold hardware.
You name it.
You can do that. That's all possible. Okay,
like,
but if you want the Jazz Master with 3 pickups, one of which is a gold coil, and you want to have an active electronic, and you have a titanium tuner, that's all Masterbuilt. Okay. So is it gonna be like nickel and gold hardware and normal electronics?
Even
like
chrome.
That's all doable for Teambuilt.
Doable.
Aging and finishing. All the normal Fender colors are gonna be Teambuilt, I guess. Aging as well?
Yeah, I don't think there's a color who's Masterbuilt required.
Okay.
So I think all colors are...
All options are doable for
happening nowadays. You have all the aging levels at the Teambuilt available, especially for the ultimate relic. There's like the
heaviest relic.
The heaviest.
The heaviest heavy relic.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be the Masterbuilt.
That's gonna be Masterbuilt.
The rest is gonna be okay for Team. Okay. What's up with stainless steel frets? Because that's like not a vintage spec at all.
Is it easy to do?
Okay. No. Masterbuilt. Gotcha.
You have to think like this.
Would that happen on a vintage telly? If not, it's gonna be probably Masterbuilt. Is it like an easier way to put it?
That's one kind of
most of the specs.
Point of view, yeah.
Okay, cool. That I can deal with. My tiny guitar player brain can digest that.
Yeah.
Nice.
So sometimes you can say, I want this guitar with a 1 fret more, 22 frets.
Oh, okay.
To be
Masterbuilt.
Sometimes if you spec the guitar like this, they say, yeah, no problem.
Okay. But there are also limited runs. You have to pay attention to that as well. Sometimes there will be something that is normally just Masterbuilt, and then it's going to be a NAMM show limited, run or a Thomann run or whatever. When there's like an option, I don't know, age or something that would not happen normally, but on those you will get it as a Teambuilt because it's a limited sort of.
There are some specs like when we ordered like a whole series of guitar, like a whole run, we could make a Teambuilt maybe with the 5A flame maple neck without the 5A upcharge, or they made it possible in Teambuilt, which would be a Masterbuilt requirement, as you said.
Okay.
Most of the time, you just save the money for the upcharge by ordering like a big bunch of guitars, which is easy as a dealer. We did that, or we can have the upcharge for the hand wound. You have almost every pickup is available as hand wound or not hand wound. For those who don't know what's the difference between hand wound and not hand wound, and it's like Masterbuilt and Teambuilt.
Yeah.
There's a machine who can wind the pickup, or you can have a person who's
Holding the wire.
holding,
Yeah.
like they did in the 50s. If you want it to be hand wound, and they hand wound them really good,
Yeah.
so it's not scattered. It's
Yeah,
not
yeah, yeah,
like I
they-
would do it. If you- that's
Shaky
the
hands.
difference. You have to have it? No.
Yeah, yeah.
If
of
you
course.
want it,
Yeah.
you can.
Yeah, yeah.
Fair
That's,
enough.
that's one of the fancy options I went for my tele. And I don't
I
know if
would
it
as
sounds
well.
great because of that. I don't know and I don't care, but I love how it sounds and those pickups are going to stay in there
Yeah.
forever. Whatever.
Yeah, and
But that's also an option for Teambuilt as well. So yeah.
Josefina is such a nice lady.
Yeah.
You better pay the upcharge. Keep her
She's
keep her employed.
a
Very
piece of
nice.
gold.
lovely lady.
You can just scroll the Thomann web shop and just see hundreds of instruments that have been pre-ordered by, now not Andy because he's mixing our audio because we're lucky and have him here in the team, but like colleagues like Andy who would purchase those. And a lot of those are pre-selected, right? Like you guys say like, okay, so we want some faded Fiesta red ones, some with relic, some without relic. Let's make some with like a late 50s spec. Let's make some with like a whatever 60s. And you know which sells better, which is like a beloved kind of spec
Yeah,
sheet. And then you would pre-order a couple of those, right? So that's
absolutely. You have over the years, you have some no-brainers.
Yeah.
Like as you said, Fiesta Red.
three-tone sunburst, 60s thread.
Yeah, like no-brainers. Some
It's not even that.
I had my personal what do you say, like mad Mondays where I took any Monday and just spec guitars
Okay.
who like off everything, and that's where like weird stuff turned out, and they became a thing. They've been
Okay.
reordered, and like sold pretty quick. I just reordered them because I wanted to have them on the web shop a little longer.
Yeah,
so
they
people
don't
can
disappear
watch
immediately. Yeah.
and gone. Like, all right, and that it becomes
Like a Thomann standard spec?
Kind of.
Let's put it this way.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Cool. Okay, so that is the pro of a Teambuilt, usually, dare I say, because
Yep.
that's what would be like, okay, let's make an early 60s Strat with this and that color, that kind of neck shape, these kind of pickups, I don't know, fat 60s pickups and some sort of a nice finish that people love and a neck shape that is just usually everyone's favorite. And then that's gonna sell and that's gonna stay on the website because that's gonna be ordered again and again because
Yeah.
they sell so quickly, right?
Yeah, there are like guitar specs like where you can easily reorder and it makes sense. Some other type of guitars or whatever specifications, once you order this guitar with a certain style of pickups, then the next time you say, be nice, but let's try another one.
Okay, let's do different
Or-
pickups or an HSS or...
Yeah, or we order the same guitar just with a 3-ply like 60s style pickguard,
I gotcha.
which gives
Okay.
the guitar a totally different appearance.
The nicest, for example, tellies, I'm a telly nerd. The nicest tellies that I played out of custom shop were Masterbuilts and looked just like my Teambuilt. And it's like double the price or something. And it felt more special. I wouldn't swap mine because I love mine for all the good reasons. But the neck, you just touch the neck and you're like, oh, come on, how? And then you play a chord and you're like, geez, what?
Yeah,
And that's like the little things. And of course, it's gonna cost a lot of money, but you get that kind of, oh my gosh, why is this so different?
every master builder gets in the situation where, like, the replica guitars been built, like the Yngwie Malmsteen,
Oh yeah,
the
yeah.
John
The
Mayer,
Gary Moore
Steve
Strat, yeah.
you name it. Every master builder basically gets a job like this, like please build this 20 or whatever the limitation is. And so they get the original guitar and they get the experience and they just scan it.
Yeah.
basically.
Not just measure,
And
but scan everything.
Of course, they get a lot of old, like heavily played guitars, so they know how heavy used necks feel, and they have to recreate it many times.
Yeah. Like this is a Masterbuilt instrument. What was it? The Hicks, right?
And the Hicks.
And the Hicks, yeah. This aging, this wood figure of this ash, this neck shape, and the tint, how it's made, the way those little things about making this guitar look a certain way, tinting or not tinting stuff, aging or just barely making it look old. Those little things scream once your eyes get used to these guitars, and you see it immediately. Oh, that is special. What is that thing? And this is like a 50s.
So
ash body.
I can try
Strat.
on a Teambuilt bass. I can try to say make body roasted and neck roasted, heavy upcharge, but you can get it. And you can say at the additional notes, you can tell them, please darken the plastic parts.
Okay.
You get it, but there is, like on a Masterbuilt, someone gets the idea, say, I know what he wants. And he makes it until it looks like one whole round thing.
Yeah.
If you get an idea how each Masterbuilder works or what's his personal interests, or if you say like I want to have a super shiny guitar with lots of specs, but it have to be like
flame top and whatever.
Yeah, or maybe like all metal parts and a certain whatever, given a theme but shiny. NOS.
And there are going to be Masterbuilders who
maybe you find
for
the
them,
Masterbuilder who's open for stuff like this. For example, Yuri Shishkov makes super awesome relic guitars.
Does he? Oh, really?
Absolutely, and he loves relic, but nobody noticed. Everybody thinks he's the Mr. Shiny guy.
Because he can do like a gold hardware, amazing looking Strat. He can do it better than.
But he is very good at aging, and he's got a good knowledge of old guitars. He's not just
the NOS shiny models. Wow, okay, I did not know that.
And same thing, Paul Waller. I just met him, talked to him. By talking to him, I learned I saw most of the guitars I saw in NOS instruments, and that was just a coincidence. He likes to relic. He likes the 90s style. He likes offset and stuff. And I talked about
so grunge vibes.
Yeah.
Could
so we could share some interests, say it like this.
Nice.
I spent lots of time with him, and at this point he was recreating a very famous telly.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, missing string. And
strings break sometimes.
And he's like the secret weapon if an artist wants a recreation, as like a copy of his guitar. Like I have my super valuable 50 whatever guitar, and I want an exact replica, so people wouldn't notice, so I can keep the thing. He's the guy.
Then you go to well, okay.
So
what? Okay, yeah. Well, that's why if you're interested in these kind of instruments, you should contact the email is
custom guitars
at Thomann.de to have those selected colleagues who will help you with navigating, what kind of instrument makes sense with, is it a Teambuilt? Does it make most sense? Or is it going to be a certain Masterbuilder that can be the best luthier for what you want to have at the end? Thank you so much for watching. See you down in the comments, and you'll find the links to these guitars under us. We'll play some more, and see you soon. And this smells like bacon.
It's roasted.
It's roasted.
Yeah.
Oh.